I'm participating in a Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal junk journal, but you know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't showed you any of my contributions in quite a long time. We are close to being finished. The journal I'm going to show you is the fifth one out of six, and so after this, I think I have only one more to go. So I'm going to show you some of what I've contributed to Tanya's journal. I'm not going to show you everything because some of it's personal, but Tanya, if you're watching this and you don't want to see it because you want to be surprised when your journal comes back to you, scroll away now. You've been warned. But for everyone else, let me show you quickly a few things that I added and some things that I really liked about her journal. As a book lover myself, I loved that she has a table of contents to where things are at in the journal. I love how she's done this. It's very much like a book. Here is the spread that I've done for my About Me page. I've told y'all that I love books. I have a professional degree in librarianship, so I'm always if I have an opportunity to talk about libraries and books, that is what I'm going to do. So the background pages are thrifted from a book that I picked up, and then there was a section about libraries, and then I added other elements about my life. For example, my name is Kuntz, but my husband's last name is McClellan, so I put the McClellan there. That came from a local artist here in the Tampa Bay area, Duncan McClellan, and I've seen his artwork advertised, and I have a couple brochures. So I had to put in here the fact that I love doing family history and genealogy research and researching questions. Stephen King is one of my favorite authors. I was born in New York, and so this layout just talks about some of that. And then I used a library card to put some additional things about myself. There is a section to introduce our fur babies. So this is me and Jupiter. Look how much he loves me. I love this picture. He loves me. He loves me so much. And I love him right back. So I had a chance to talk a little bit about him. Tanya included a section to share some music, and you know who I had to put, right? The man himself, Elvis. But you know who's on the back of Elvis? If you've been following me, you know. There goes Stitch. I couldn't pass it up. I had to put Elvis and Stitch together, but here's my Elvis contribution to her music layout. Tanya asked us to share things that we care passionately about, so this is my layout for that, because what do you mean anyone has the right to tell anyone else who they can love? Oh, please. So I added this to that. There's a comic section, so I took this, actually what I did was I took a card that I have that has Batman. It's a set of Batman cards, and then on the front I glued over a piece of comic that I have for Wonder Woman. So I have both Wonder Woman and Batman contributing to her comics section. I contributed some ephemera for Tanya for her own junk journaling, and so these are what I pulled. In fact, speaking of McClellan, Duncan McClellan, this is some of his glass art, and then this is a page that I got thrifted from a local used bookstore. There's a sticker board in her journal, so I added the pirate stickers. If you saw the video that I did recently about my day trip to Sarasota, one of the things that I got there was a book of pirate stickers, so this is here. Hey, pirates are a big thing in Tampa Bay. If you know, you know. And I want to show one of the spreads that I made in her free journal section where I gave her some Florida love. So these are elements that I have from my state swap collection that I have am building, and so I put some of the elements here to represent Florida, since I do live here in Florida, and it was fun just to throw these items on the page. This thrift store is one of my favorites. If you are ever in Clearwater, go to her Kimberly Home Thrift Shops. Love that place. But yeah, this is my Florida spread. And in the back of her journal, Tanya has a section for us to share compliments. And so I took this page from a book that I recently got. I love how it's got the different characters around a campfire, because isn't that what we're doing as a sisterhood group with this junk journal that we are each creating and passing along? We're coming together in our own journal campfire. And on the back of this, I journaled a few things that I really appreciated about the opportunity to participate. So thank you, Tanya. So it's time for this journal to find its way on to the next sister. And then when I get the next journal and get that done, I'll share some of the contributions I've made to that as well. And I'll share in case it gives you any ideas for your own inspiration. If you're participating in a sisterhood journal or want to start one, there's so many things you can do. It's been amazing to see everyone's creativity, and it's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Tanya. And if you are doing a sisterhood journal, tell me about it. I'd love to see what you're doing.